NFT price crash
Yep.
steers
pop.
debate on whether stimulus-led fad is over. This is a Bloomberg story. How it started in February, 20,000 buyers spent more than $45 million on basketball clips in a single day. Let me say that one more time. 20,000 buyers spent $45 million on basketball clips in a single day. Today, the average price of NFTs, essentially tradable digital certificates that use blockchain technologies to prove ownership and provenance on online assets, have tumbled almost 70% from a peak in February to about $1,400. Chris Wilmer, University of Pittsburgh academic who co-edits a blockchain research journal, said NFTs aren't in a bubble any more than cryptocurrencies is in a bubble. There will be manias and irrational exuberance, but cryptocurrency is clearly here to stay with us for the long term, and NFTs are probably too. NFTs are far from risk-free, whether due to further price drops, so-called wash trading, where deals that look genuine are actually done by a small group to create an illusion of high demand, or plain fraud. I'm going to read that last part one more time. Folks, if you're listening, let me read that last part again, and I want to get your thoughts on this. NFTs are far from risk-free, whether due to further price drops, so-called wash trading. Wash trading, it's a wash. You buy from a friend at a high price, and you kind of make it work, but the price of the NFT goes higher, where deals that look genuine are actually done by small groups to create an illusion of high demand or plain fraud. That is happening. That's not everybody. That's happening with a small percentage that's given a bad rep. Tom, thoughts on NFTs?
Well, you know what? Easter was yesterday, and there is no new sin in the world. That's what we found out. The sinfulness and the greed of man is consistent. And what you see here on NFTs, there's a little phrase called pump and dump.
Yeah, I have that written down right here, baby.
Yep, that's exactly right. This has been going on since the pink sheets. Hey, I've got the pink sheets, by the way, was where ultra low.
Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall
the
Street,
ultra low
special.
Correct. Ultra low price stocks are out there. A bunch of guys get together, create some trades. There's a little pop, looks like momentum. They get on the phone, start calling people, fake research reports, pump and dump. Pop. Boom. Right. Oh my gosh, you're right. I just looked at that thing. You're right. It was at 2 yesterday, and it's 2.5. Now it's 3, 3.25, 4. Oh my goodness, at $4 a share. I could get in there with, wow, $100. I could get 25. Wow, I could put $1,000 and I could get this. Pump and dump. Tomorrow morning it's back up $1.75. Yeah. And so
it's nothing new.
It's nothing new.
It's been going on. It's going to continue going on, especially in an unregulated product today.
And for people that, millennials or someone maybe younger entrepreneurs listening, pump and dump was something that was happening in the 70s and 80s, and that kind of went away. But in Wolf of Wall Street, you saw the
I'm going to give a completely different side of what you're saying right now.
And so what I'm saying is this is nothing new. And so people say, wow, where did this come from? This crime is not a new idea.
I'm going to give you a complete different side. Yeah. Did you want to say something on that?
No, I kind of know where you're going, but I think the fact that it is non-fungible, this keyword fungible.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah, so I'm just setting you up for.
Dude, why don't you just tell us your gift of reading people's minds?
I have a distinct gift. Well, I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Because I'm going to bring this back to you now, baby.
Say it.
Because I loved your intro from that video you did yesterday, and you said, "Look, everyone you've seen Pat.
You're a researcher as well."
I'm becoming more of a researcher. The osmosis with the BizDoc. But you said, Pat, I don't know what crypto is. I don't understand what blockchain is. What's an NFT? What's fungible? I don't know what fungible means. And then you said, listen, a lot of people don't know. It's okay. Do your research. Yeah. And I had to do, dude, a year ago, if you asked me what an NFT was, I was like, what, did you just spell NFL wrong? I have no clue what it was.
A year ago. Most people don't even know what fungible was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, there we go.
Today.
There we go.
But you are a good mind reader. You have ESPN.
Yes. Yeah. An NFL reference, ESPN. We're going sports here. Not too much sports, though, valuetainers. But that's where I'm thinking that, your story that you always tell about the Picasso. But the freaking Picasso.
Story, yeah.
But the guy goes to the deathbed and sees Picasso, it's his last painting. The beauty of these non-fungibles is that you can't duplicate them. You can't sort of bring the pump and dump corruption mentality to this. So I'm setting you up because I'm sure you have a lot more to elaborate on.
I'm going a complete different direction.
Oh, okay. So
I'm going a complete different direction. So the story starts off with us talking about stimulus checks, right?
Yes, sir.
What these kids did. And then Tom talked about them being responsible, and you talked about the one girl you met in Miami that spent what, $4,200?
Her whole entire stimulus check on a trip
I'm assuming that's 1,400 times 3, which is $4,200.
She's got dependents, yada yada yada.
Okay, great.
She blew it a check.
So that's what she did, right? Here's where I go. Yeah. Go to the 18-year-old Tom. Go to the 18-year-old
When
Adam.
he was partying spring break.
When he was in Miami nonstop.
Yeah,
Go to the
baby.
18-year-old PBD, right?
With my chain and my clock.
Yeah, I can see that chain on your clock.
You and Flavor Flav.
But if you go back to the 20-year-old, 18-year-old PBD, I'm in the Army. I'm getting out of the Army. I have no clue what to do, okay? Let me tell you what I did with my money. I did anything I could to 10x my money, okay? I bought penny stocks. I bought a penny stock one time for 5 cents. This penny stock within a week went to 75 cents. I was on top of the world for 1 hour. And then it went back to 3 cents. And I thought, you know,
should have got out.
I didn't get out, though. I didn't get out because
pump and dump.
with penny stocks, you can't sell as fast as you can with, you know, different kind of stocks, a different kind of thing. So then I said, you know what, screw this. I took my money and I just went and bought a bunch of Nike stock. I started fooling around online. And then I went and bought a bunch of different things. I started risking my money in these different things. You know how much I ended up losing? I lost $49,000. I was on $49,000 of debt in my early 20s. In my early 20s. Why? Taking a crap load of risk, nonsense risk that had no clue what I was doing with my money.
Uninformed risk.
Uninformed risk. Then finally,
non-research risk.
at
No,
20,
you can
at
take a lot of
21,
risk, but with research.
at 21, 22, I get my Series 7. Okay, I go to Morgan Stanley, get my 63, all those licenses that comes to me. Then I start learning about the ability to research. Then I start focusing on one industry. Things change. Here's my point. If you're young and you're listening to this, you're 18, 19, 20, 21, and you're screwing off with your money, you're throwing into NFTs or whatever you're doing, there's a part of me that says that 18-year-old Tom may have done that a little bit. There's a part of me that says the 18-year-old Adam may have been like, you know what? I don't know. There's a part of me that says, because, you know, as you get older, all you want to do is you want to talk about how responsible we were, and we forget about how irresponsible we were. And there's an element of taking that risk that the younger generation is doing. If you're going to spend $4,200 at a nightclub versus putting it in NFTs, guess where I'm banking for?
I'd rather take the NFT.
Yeah, go into the NFTs. You know, go into the NFTs and see what that can turn into. But if there is any advice you can take from 3 men sitting at this table in their 40s. I'm gonna leave it at that. 3 gentlemen sitting at this table in their 40s. 40s means you're above 40s. We're all in our 40s.
Yeah, of course.
Is do some research on any of these topics. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.